turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. Turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah. Fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah. Everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah. I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah. I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
And none for 38. The skills are there for him to take 5 for every time he walks on the park. So looking forward to that man on screen. And it wasn't that long ago that we were heading into an Adelaide Test match with him taking the brand new cherry for Australia and taking 5 wickets. So we know the skills that he's got. Just not quite at his best so far.
Well, it's been the body that's let him down in recent years, isn't he? He's just picked up a couple of, serious injuries that he's trying to fight back from.
Yeah, and the one thing you notice straight away, he fields the ball down there at deep backward point and actually bowls it in.
Yeah.
He's coming back from those shoulder surgeries, that his dislocated shoulders, I think he's had.
Into the first over. Good start by the skipper, Aaron Hardy. Restricts the Thunder to just one. No wicket for one.
Set to open the bowling for the Northern for the Perth Scorchers, number 2, Jai Richardson.
And Jai Richardson ready to also open the attack here. What a lineup they've got with Berendorf not playing yet. They can still open up with Hardy into Richardson. And 2 slips to Bancroft. Keeps him nicely. They'll be starting to think a 3 and they'll do it comfortably. Big boundary. Well played.
It's nicely played from Cameron Bancroft, and it is a strength of his when you get straight and give him the opportunity to hurt you through the leg side. He doesn't miss very often. Jai Richardson trying to pitch it up and get it to swing, as we know he does so well.
It was probably a weakness of Bancroft, wasn't it, a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
He used to fall across a little bit too much and get that front foot sort of toe pointing out towards cover. He straightened it up a little bit and tries to point his toe back more towards the bowler and mid-off now.
And certainly from a bowler's point of view in domestic cricket, it's gone from just bowl it at the stumps and have a crack at him for LBW to now it really needs to be outside the stumps and rolling back in to be accessing that problem. If you get too straight, he can really hurt you. His balance looks really well set up at the moment. I mean, is he a week away from playing a test match? That'll be playing on the mind potentially as well.
It's been the real conversation, hasn't it? Find out probably tomorrow. Gets lucky, Alex Hales. Maybe that little bit of luck is all he needs to really turn his form around now. A comedy of errors.
He flicked it back too well, didn't he? Tried to flick it back to himself rather than flick it back to his mate. Yeah, a bit of luck there from Hales. These are the little bits of luck that you need when you're just struggling a little bit. Good bit of bowling from Richardson. Followed him, got the inside edge. Got Crawley here. Tries to drag it back. Whoop.
No one more disappointed than S. Kadich at the back of the box either.
You talked about the skill set that Richardson has, Copes. It's when he gets that wrist right and he's got the ability to swing the ball both ways. When he's not quite bowling at his best, I think he pushes the ball in towards leg stump. Like that ball there, it actually looks like an in-swinger, but this one just grabs the seam and seams away. They got the 2 slips there looking for that outswing of the Scorchers. So this looks like an in-swinger grip again, cross seam.
Really well placed and well run. 2 as a result.
Yeah, Jai Richardson at his best. Really 140, 145 ability to swing it both ways, and it's an absolute nightmare with a really skiddy Yorker that can really get underneath of the best batters in the world. And that bouncer as well is always so dangerous, particularly in the longer formats.
Because for a quick, he is relatively short.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And much like Nathan Ellis and that Yorker that he bowls, it catches batters by surprise.
Last ball of the over, 9 off. Good one for the Thunder. And they'll take it. No wicket. Hardy to Bancroft.
Yep.
They're running really well together. Nice crowd building up. I can imagine Sydney Thunder fans. There's been literally some thunder earlier on in the day, but that's disappearing. Fingers are crossed. Ready for a beauty tonight.
Well, now they've got through the first couple of overs, the Thunder. This is the bowler they should be targeting, Aaron Hardy. Wicket looks pretty good. He's running in and just hitting a length. There hasn't been a lot there for him. They've got to look to be a bit more proactive now. Try and put some pressure back on the Scorchers.
Hales gives himself room. Just to play it down to third and for a single. So a little calm before the storm here.
And we talked about, punter, just before about Jai Richardson down there on the boundary bowling the ball in. I wonder if that's an area of proactivity that the Thunder can target. You're always trying to take in data from an opposition. Where can we exploit a matchup throughout a match? It doesn't have to just be bat v ball. Anytime it goes to Richardson in the outfield, they should be hustling for two.
Works it nicely off his hip. Just a single. They averaged 32 this opening pair. Second best in the tournament behind the shorts.
Well, Cameron Bancroft averages 76 at this ground. One of the reasons I believe he actually signed with the Sydney Thunder. When he left the Scorchers, it was all about going to venues where he's had success. So if you're trying to push your case for national selection, that makes great sense. Why wouldn't I go to somewhere where I know I'm going to score runs more often than not?
And he'll be so keen tonight against his former club too. Perth Scorchers don't like it when others leave the mothership.
Yeah, average for the Scorchers against the Thunder, 66. Oof. And it's a game that Cameron Bancroft has really gone away and actually had a good think about. He was dropped from the WA team in 50 over cricket a few years ago, and he went away and got really proactive, used his strengths, running between the wickets, dropping the ball at his feet, manoeuvring the game. Look at him now.
There we go. Over the top. Brilliant hit from Alex Hales.
That's 100 metres plus, that one, Richo. Have a guess. Have a guess, boys. What do you reckon that is out there?
I'm going to say 96.
96?
That is massive out there.
Come on, Copes, give us something.
10th row, I'm going 115.
Oh, you.
That's massive.
You're what?
102.
Oh!
Wouldn't be like me to exaggerate.
Did you throw some mayonnaise on that bad boy?
Jeez, you're close there, Richard. Good eyes.
He's been here before.
And again! You beauty! Oh, I reckon 94.
It's 118.
I'll tell you what it is. That's over, boys. Done for 25.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, Alex Hales, 102 sixes in Big Bash cricket, fifth most of any. First one went 97. Second, oh, he liked it. Up.
Oh, Richo, you were so close.
We go to 92.
And what you don't know at home is that Richo's controlling those graphics.
Wow. So Ricky Ponting says you've got to target Aaron Hardy, and Alex Hales certainly did. 15 off that over. Suddenly, no wicket for 25.
But can you explain it a little bit more, punter? Because the average fan at home that's just watching cricket and doesn't maybe understand the nuance and the rationale behind that, why would you target Aaron Hardy there?
Well, immediately when the Thunder saw that Jason Behrendorff wasn't in the team, it meant someone had to bowl 2 overs in the power play. Yep. Hardy bowls the first over. Now, tactically, the best thing for the Thunder to do would have been to go after his first over, make sure he's not going to bowl the second, then they have to bowl someone else in the power play that they don't potentially want to bowl. whether it's a Ty. They don't really want Ty bowling in the power play. They don't really want Morris bowling in the power play. But if you take the more part-time option out of the equation early, it puts pressure back on the fielding captain to think, well, do I go again here, or do I have to give this to Agar, Ty or Morris?
Well, you know, if Lance Morris is being suggested playing cricket for Australia, why isn't he the guy to grab the ball in the power play?
It's probably more to do with where he's best suited.
Yeah, that's spot on. It's trying to utilise the skill set of that particular bowler. So Hardy, if he's going to get his overs out tonight, it's probably better bowling up front where he can move the new ball. So if he's left to bowl overs through the middle and at the death, Aaron Hardy, that's where he's going to get more exposed. So that's what I was saying about the Thunder with their batting. The moment they saw him come, go after him, take him out of the game, make him bowl somebody else.
So Alex Hales is away now. 2 epic sixes. Richardson's done a good job here. 4 dot balls.
And that's why I asked the question, Richo, because there's so much nuance to tactics in T20 cricket that maybe, you know, in Test match cricket, as we've been watching with Australia and Pakistan, you see the game and you let it unfold in front of you and you play on instinct. But here you really need to come with proactivity. And I hear Aaron Finch talk about it all the time. If I get my match up, there's no way I can let my team down by not attacking it. No different to what you're talking about.
He should be pulling those balls, Cameron Bancroft. He's been very predictable so far here, Jai Richardson. They've got no deep square leg. Everything he's bowled has been back of a length and quite straight with a fine leg. Look at this here. Look at the bounce. That's passing past his body over waist height. That's a pull shot every day of the week if you're looking for it.
Will he do it on this occasion? 5 dots. Last one. He whips it off his pads. Good fielding effort out there. It's Lance Morris. Restricts it to 2. Good over from Richardson. No wicket for 27.
Sydney Thunder, they're none for 27 and the crowd's starting to roll in and they're up and about. They need their Sydney Thunder team to get a win tonight. A washout isn't going to be good enough for them. There's been rain around on and off for most of the day, but the good news is the ground staff wanted the wind to come in and it's just started to come across the wicket. It'll be behind the bowler mostly for this over. But I tell you what, I'm excited to see some of our Aussie players come back into the Big Bash. I've just got word that Marnus and Uzi will be playing for the Brisbane Heat at the Gabba on Wednesday night. If you're in Brisbane, you don't want to miss it.
Oh, that's a beauty. Thanks for the insight there, Holly, and hopefully you can scan that code that was on your screen and buy tickets if you're in the Brisbane area. Usman Khawaja and Marnus Labuschagne in to a lineup that has won 6 in a row. That's going to be an interesting little selection dilemma for the Brisbane Heat. A good problem to have.
Very good problem to have. And remember that...
Oh! Yeah! Just missed an opportunity there, Inglis. Or has he?
A lot of these teams are going to be missing their overseas players quite soon as well. So the influx of the best Aussie players back into the BBL couldn't come at a better time.
And this is the tacky turn that we were talking about off the top, Richo. Ashton Agar. Now, remember, Cameron Bancroft has played with Ashton Agar for years. Knows him inside out, has run at him with a plan. And it's the pitch with that little tackiness in the surface. You watch this spin and bounce.
Screen is not out.
And the bounce was the key. The bounce was what defeated Inglis as well.
just have a look at this. So in white ball cricket, you don't see a great deal of turn. That has turn and bounce nearly at the shoulder of Josh Inglis.
Yeah, the bounce was the thing that did it.
And this is the sort of thing, the reason I say we might see him early is because once the wicket's played on for a while, if we don't get any rain, this spin won't be there later in the game.
It's a really good start from Agar, isn't it? Oh, he's asking some questions. So describe tackiness, Ricky. There were some of our audience
And I think he does. I mean, I know we spoke about in the bowlers meeting that he has a slight weakness on the short ball, but it's not a massive weakness. It's just he's a lot better on the front foot. So I think he's just had a couple of knocks on the head, and I think it just protects him from concussion. So, you know, it's sort of definitely not worrying about fashion, is he?
He's got the old headphones around the neck look.
Yeah.
Hey, Laurie, a lot of love for you on our social media platforms, mate. You are absolutely brilliant on the mic. Thanks a lot.
No, pleasure. Anytime, boys.
End of the over. Gets away with that one. 4 off. 1 for 51.
The Sydney Thunder celebrity who made it remember you from such quick as the 6th or whatever defensive ball. This guy caught it. Can you tell me what your name? Matt, how did it feel when you took the ball in your hands?
It was very live, very well hit. But yeah, caught it.
And do you have any cricketing pedigree that allowed you to catch that one?
Put it about 25 years ago, but nothing since then.
Came back in the archive. Very well done. Put your hands together for it.
So it's 1 for 51 off 9. Appreciate everyone who's been corresponding with us in regards to the story of Laurie Evans, and just magnificent for him to have the heart in the sleeve during the game of cricket. And I think it showed his great relationship with Simon Kadich. And hopefully, eventually, it'll all be behind him.
Yeah, and it should be soon. So hopefully, having been overturned and having been able to play for Surrey last season and then in the 100, there's some positive signs.
Here's AJ Tye, who has been an incredible contributor for the Perth Scorchers over the years. And
nice, Ag.
He needs one more wicket for 150 wickets for the Perth Scorchers.
Just an incredible performer over so many years. Known early doors for his slower balls, but really there was a little plateau, I guess you would call it, in his career where his pace dropped, I think, because of all the slower balls that he was bowling. But in recent years, he's gone back to his top pace, being over 140, and I think that's made all the difference. It's taken him back to the peak of his powers.
Was there not enough of a differential at one stage? You're bowling too many slow balls.
Yes, I think so. Almost subconsciously training himself to bowl.
There is a wonderful blow. Into the stand it goes.
How far? How far?
Oh, that's got to be 96. It's a long, long way.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't matter what pace you bowl at that length to Alex Hales. That one sat up and he gave it the full Monty for 88.
88.
I've let myself down and my family down.
Well, it's Kohler Cadmore, sorry.
And again, this one a lot flatter, but the same result.
I'm not sure he's going to bounce him again, Richo. It could be a long over. Goodness me, we asked Laurie Evans about Kohler Cadmore and what he had in the tank. He said he's a big hitter, and we're seeing it right here, right now. Really solid base, full extension of the arms. That one only 74, but that looks an area where you cannot bowl. Tom Kohler Cadmore.
It probably highlights the difference in the surface here, the pace of the surface compared to what the Scorchers have been playing on in Perth, where there's more pace and bounce. These two have just sat up and asked for trouble.
So interesting field change there. So at one point, deep square was going to be coming up into the ring, but now all three out on the leg side, mid-on coming up. Slow ball territory.
Yeah, and it's the challenge for AJ Tye here because he's got both mid-off and mid-on up in the ring. So if he dares to pitch it up, he knows he's offering.
Off the over, 2 to come.
And it's a classic case of the Scorchers here playing the dimensions of the ground. They're trying to force these two square of the wicket. The only issue is they're taking out the nature of the wicket. And on a wicket like this tonight, where there's just been enough on offer with the tackiness, haven't seen too many guys hit straight down the ground with ease. So they might have to reassess their tactics on the fly here.
Last ball before drinks. 14 off the first AJ tie over. He'll keep his head. He's seen it all before. And Alex Hales striking at 126. Cola Cadmore at 142 now. Hales thinking about 2. Has he placed it well enough? He has. Just took the pace off it. Really well run. 16 off the over. Drinks will be taken. Halfway mark, 1 for 67.
We are 10 overs into the first innings and your Sydney Thunder 1 wicket down for 67 runs. The lot-out batters Hales, 35 off 27. Colin Hamill, 20 off 14. The best bowling for the Perth Scorchers so far at the Agar. None for 3 off his 2 wickets. The Thunder up to 10 overs, 1 for 67.
Now, I just had to pull this man away from signing autographs for the Thunder Nation. He's a bit mysterious, but you may know him from our entrance. He's a guy that flames you down his guitar. Can you introduce yourself to everyone, please?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name's Jimmy. I'm your Thunder guitarist for the evening. How you doing?
Adam's out here in the crowd, already clapping. He's an absolute superstar here in the Sydney Thunder. Too much to ask if you can play a little something?
I'm sure I can play one more for you.
Oh, I'm going to be away from my face now. Take it away, Jimmy.
Halfway mark at the moment. Sydney Thunder 1 for 67. And this is absolutely vital for them. Must win. Played 6, 1-1. Had some weather games, which has been pretty much the scourge of this tournament. Unseasonal rain around everywhere in Australia, with the exception really of Perth Scorchers. Well, they're looking for their 5th win. They've only played the 6 games. And the Heat have qualified. Ricky Pontic jumps back into commentary. Or do you like this? Power surge straight away.
I like it. Yep, I'm a big believer in that. Just getting, especially when you're going well. I mean, they're going well. The fact that they're only 1 down, they haven't set the world on fire as far as runs scored are concerned yet. But the reason I like it is it makes the bowling team go back to their better bowlers earlier, understanding that the Scorchers are one of their main quicks down as well. Berendorf's not there. So they've got to go back to their main bowlers now for 2 overs, which is going to leave them thin at the back end as far as their finishes are concerned. The other reason I like it is it gets it out of the batters' minds. Yeah. It's done. So, but if you take it early, I think have a certain approach to it. Don't expect that you're going to get 40 off it. Lower your expectations if you take it early. Be happy with 25 to 30 off your 2 overs, yep. and then you've done a good job. Also, I like actually not over-attacking the first over of the surge. Yep. Get through the first over of the surge without losing wickets, then you can really go hard in the second over.
There's only 2 fielders permitted outside the inner ring. And a full toss, not capitalise on. So Richardson will bowl this over for the Scorchers, and then who do they use in the next?
Well, I guess it'd normally be AJ Tye, but I wonder if it might be someone like Ashton Agar to 2 right-handers at this point. It's an interesting one. The Thunder, it's definitely the earliest they've taken it in the tournament, and they're averaging 11 runs per over. But I totally agree with you, Ricky. Far too often teams are trying to go too hard too early in the surge and lose wickets.
Full toss again. And this time put away for 4.
Choice from Jai Richardson. Third man and fine leg both up in the ring, but it looked like a real misexecution of a slower ball. knee-high full toss, not even in shot yet. Jeez, that's close to over the waist as well.
Yeah, I reckon that's that in-swing. You know that slow ball in-swinger thing he's been bowling the last couple of years? Because to me, it's come up at 133 k's on the gun. I don't reckon it's anywhere near that quick. You could see that dipping down dramatically as it was getting to the batter.
And it is a free hit. And more runs. And they'll have their eye on 3. It's a big ground and good running. They come back for 3.
And a great result to start this surge for the Thunder. But the reason we're both talking about that first over being crucial is you probably can't win a game by going berserk, but geez, you can lose a game. As the batting team in the surge, so many teams do it. And it's probably a great result that these two are in, having experience batting in the power play up top. Well, you don't actually need to do anything too fancy, just play good cricket shots.
Well, all these 2 overs are, remember, is an extension of the power play.
Exactly.
And you don't see teams go that hard in the last 2 overs of a 6-over power play.
Yeah.
Straight, 4 more. This is a wonderful power surge at the moment. They've thought their way through this. And Kohler, Cadmore and Hales are producing.
Yeah, nothing outrageous so far. A couple of full tosses early. That's an attempted Yorker. Just a good cricket shot down the ground. But I'll tell you what it's done straight away. It's put all sorts of pressure back on Jai Richardson. He's thinking now, geez, what do I bowl now? I've tried the Yorker. That's been whacked down the ground. I've tried my slow ball. Where do I go?
So 14 off the over, 2 to come. No. Ricky, and I love that point that you raised. Maybe you can explain even further about take it out of the batsman's mind. So you're saying that there's been too much of a build-up now? Because it's a new part of the Big Bash in the last couple of seasons. Have they overthought it?
Well, I don't know, because I'm sitting up here just talking about what I see, but it quite often looks that way.
Yeah.
But then you see teams try and hold it back, but inevitably they play big shots before they take it and lose wickets and then can't maximise it. So I like this. Get it done.
And through. Slashes through the offside. That'll run away for 4. 50-run partnership of 28 now. And Hales is 46 off 30. His best result for the season.
This is what we were asking for. Start of this evening, when we come to the ground, we say Alex Hales needs to fire in a must-win game for the Sydney Thunder. He's taken some time to get into his work. Now 46 off 30. And I couldn't agree more, punter. The best bowling teams see the surge as an opportunity, not something to be feared.
18 off the over, 1 to come. And a quick single. So 19 off the first power surge over. And that sets up the Sydney Thunder.
Absolutely, they couldn't have asked for much more there, and there weren't too many big shots, were there? Big, risky shots played there. They sort of read what Richardson was trying to do with the Yorkers. They just put the bad balls away, and they walk away with 19 runs from it.
50 runs from the last 4 overs. Only 4 dot balls. The Thunder are absolutely flying.
Yeah, it's a wonderful acceleration, isn't it? Now, the hierarchy all get together and say who's going to bowl the second of these power surge overs. As we look at the dimensions of this ground.
Yeah, and the square boundaries are the obvious asset to the bowling group, particularly those boundary sizes at the top, 55 and 56 metres. You're trying to avoid that at all costs. That's why you're seeing a lot of square fielders out, changes of pace, and a lot of short balls being bowled.
Ashton Agar will be the bowler that bowls the second of the power surge overs. So just reminding, especially our South Australian audience, which has just joined us as well, this is the second of the power surge overs. Sydney Thunder decided to take it straight away. Overs 11 and 12 for them. 19 off the first of those overs. 51-run partnership off 29.
Deep square leg and long off for Agar. Hales will look to go outside his leg stump here. Like you try and free up that offside. That has gripped.
It's gripping that much that it's almost worth getting a part-time offie potentially into the game here as well. If you can sneak through one.
Well, they've got Cooper Conley as well, haven't they?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, with the right-handers out there. That's why I think it's important for the Thunder. The left-handed probably should come in next.
A high ball. It will take some catching. They're running from everywhere.
What about that?
Dive from the captain was a wonderful effort, but it lands safely in the end.
What about that? It stayed up in the air for an eternity. It was actually probably better Agar going from that than anyone else. It's probably closer to him than it was to long off and to mid-on.
I'm just glad that we didn't have a tall Paul Nathan McSweeney
Oh,
incident.
Lord. At Coffs Harbour, all I could say was look out. Oh, confusion. Run-out chance.
It's out too.
They've done it again. They've run themselves out. Confusion for the Thunder. And Cola Cadmore walks straight off.
Last
Got an
match,
angle,
run
please.
out without facing a ball as well. Overseas player just started to find his groove in this tournament.
Okay, collects the ball.
Not good news,
breaks the
unfortunately.
stumps. Batter's ball short of his ground. So I got him a decision for
I've
the
been
big
watching
screen.
quite closely, and Alex Hales is the one that's been struggling between the wickets. You watch the game as close as anyone, Copes. He's really labouring when he's coming back for twos and threes. So they've broken the partnership. The exciting Cola Cadmore goes for 27. Thunder 2 for 88.
Matty Gilks back into the lineup tonight. Will be keeping as well. And he joins Alex Hales. Gets a little outside edge.
Come on, Darren.
Bowling well, isn't he, Ashton Agar?
Perfectly suited to these conditions. And once he knows it, once he knows he's got these conditions, he's all over it. Knows he can bowl fast into the surface. Bit of a mix-up. Great hands as well. Ashton Agar, so reliable. You got your left-hander as well, punter.
Yeah, unfortunately, it might be a little bit late. There's only 2 balls left for the left-hander in this surge, but Agar has still got another over to bowl after this one, and they'll have to go back to Mackenzie at some stage, you'd think. 2 men deep on the leg side, as you'd expect with this much turn.
Oh, my word. Lovely act.
So 3 runs off this power surge over, 19 off the first, so 22 with a loss of 1 wicket.
Well, what we've seen so far, the Scorchers might be better off bowling a lot more overs of spin now, the back end of this innings.
Yeah.
Looked a lot easier for the batsmen to hit the quicks. Tyres 1 over, went for 16. Richardson bowled 3 overs for 30.
Yeah.
Yeah! Gone! Knocks him over. Gilks goes for a duck. Agar. What a wonderful over for the Perth Scorchers.
Well, there's the surge for you. 19 off 1 over and 2 wickets for 3 runs off the next. Just an arm ball, just gone straight on that one. It didn't turn, maybe stayed a fraction low. 100 kilometres an hour. The slog sweep on offer, but he wasn't good enough, Gilks. His nightmare run continues in this BBL. So a massive over in the game, that for the Perth Scorchers. They drag themselves back, as they always do. The Thunder are 3 for 89.
from the southern end, returning to bowl number 68, Andrew Todd.
Oliver Davies, quality young player, is there because Ashton Agar got his second wicket of the series, only playing his fifth game. It's great to see him back and fit. He's had a lot of injuries, the Australian star, who's always part of the lineup nationally when he can get his body right in white ball cricket. And here's Ollie Davies. He's facing AJ Tye. Here's Alex Hales. So 2 for 22 off the power surge overs for the Thunder.
Now, Ollie Davies has had a wonderful season. Copped a knock on the thumb coming into the tournament, which wasn't great timing, but he's had starts in every game, 35, 32, 23, 23, 15 and 20. The signs are there.
So striking at 137 for his 148 runs.
Yeah, he's a real talent, no doubt about it. His ball striking is as good as any young batsman around the country. Hits well against the spin, hits really well over the offside, doesn't he? Uses his feet and hits inside out nicely. Yeah. I think they might challenge him with spin early on, though. Either go back to McKenzie, go Agar. Oh, he's lost his run-up really badly there. And I think that might have put Alex Hales off.
He's got the yips here.
Have a look at this. Have a look at this run-up. He stopped himself the first time. Here he goes. This is a Steve Harmison moment. Have a look at him, AJ.
Oh, he's in the bush. He is in the bush. I've been there myself. It's not pretty.
He did well.
I'll tell you what, it turned that off break.
This has got a bit more rhythm to it. He's deceived him again.
Well, this has actually been really smart as well from AJ. He hasn't got the right rhythm getting to the crease, but what he's done is changed up the way that he's bowled his first over to his second over. Everything was on pace in the first over, testing out the bounce down the middle of the track. Everything this over has been a slow ball off cutter, and they are holding in the surface.
Just the
You just see the fingers were split around the seam of the ball there, and looking to either bowl a normal cross seam delivery, hoping that the seam catches the surface, or bowl
over the
that.
top. Take some stopping. Ooh, 4 runs. Ashton Agar calls the 4. That'll be a little bit of a relief for the Sydney Thunder, who had a horror 3 overs.
Much needed for the Thunder. That was another one of those slow balls, and not a bad effort from Ashton Agar. So yeah, to break that trend, Richo, needed to happen.
Hales is happy with 1. He's asking for gloves. The 100 is up.
100 Ollie Davies will run some out for him.
This is Steve Smith-like behaviour.
Just to emphasise how much he's struggling, 3 singles off his last 11 deliveries. Still got a strike rate of 118. He was just flying along. He faces tie. Just lost his shape and said bugger. End of the over. 6 off. 4 for 101. Well, it's 4 for 101. Simon Kadich comes and joins us in commentary. And Laurie Evans, would love to come to you. Alex Hales is in all sorts here. Have you got any idea why?
I can't really work out what is going on with the pitch, to be honest. It looks, at times it looks flat, and then at times it looks horrible. Like I can't really work it out. Like I think the way the batters are suggesting, it's like the worst wicket in the world, and yet Halsey's like just played his way to 50. I don't really know what to make of it until I've batted on it, and you know, I suppose you can't judge it until 2 sides have played. I don't really know. You tell me.
Well, it looks like you guys have.
Yeah, I mean, I just basically said to him just then, just pretend you're playing at Gloucestershire. You know, have your men in trying to save 1, because I think this is going to be, you know, quite a difficult run chase, you know, depending if they get up to 150. I'm in the game.
Hey, running old boy!
There's no respect, is there, Laurie?
Yeah.
The youngsters these days.
I know, yeah. God.
Is that Ingo?
Yeah, Ingo just telling me to get off the rope. Don't know how they didn't get 2 there.
Well, I think Alex Hales is cooked.
Yeah, no, it's I think we recognised early that it was taking some turn, but then I just think we've probably bowled a couple of overs of too much on pace without taking the pace off. I think AJ's first over was probably a bit not using the conditions as well as he would like.
Oh. I think it also highlights young Aaron Hardy's done a fantastic job as a young skipper. Obviously, you would have had your bowling meeting this afternoon, but since that first over the power surge, it's been purely instinctive, pace off the ball and get the spinners in the action.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a young captain, you know, and he's having to make, you know, obviously when we play away from the Optus, at the Optus we've got complete formula, and you know, we come away and it provides a different challenge, but he's doing a great job.
Oh, we're just seeing how much is turning at the moment on our screens. Good on. Well done, Laurie, with the car keys in the pocket and all. Well played. 4 for 105.
It's my necklace.
Well, we hope you got your front line before you came to watch this one. Let's stand so I the fight on the stack as well. What a specimen of a man. Let's get those muscles up. Oh, yeah, good. The boys in the crowd will be absolutely ripped. Oh, and the girls as well. We're really good shirts here at City Showground.
4 for 105, 4 overs remain. And the Perth Scorchers have been really quick to adapt to a challenging pitch here. After conceding 19 in the 11th over, they've conceded 3, 2, 3, 7 and 4 in the next 5 overs. It's been brilliant bowling. Questionable running, Cap.
It has. Alex Hales has run out 3 of his teammates tonight. But it also highlights the Scorchers' DNA is about never giving up. It's been part of the club's history right from the word go. And after that 11th over, the Thunder had all the momentum in this match. They had another over the surge.
They are going to review then, because we heard in the mic, if you don't think he's hit it,
to the umpire director, we've got a review for LBW.
So the line must be really
the original
good.
decision is not out. Can we start with the front foot, please? Thank you. It's a fair delivery. Can we go on a front on spin? Thanks. To Ultra Edgeman's available. Thank you.
Josh Inglis right at the start
Roll
liked
it
it.
through. Roll it through. Okay, yeah, the ball's next to the gloves.
Straight away.
Signal now.
Thinking exactly that. Worth a look. 5 4s, 5 6s from the Sydney Thunder. It's been feast or famine. A lot of dots.
Nearly another little mix-up there as well between Hales and Ross. Yeah, as soon as they've taken the pace off, it's been a totally different game. They'll keep going with the spin now as well. There's no reason not to. Go back to Connolly again. Connolly's bowled 2 overs for 7. This is obviously Agar's last over.
Catch! A big top edge. High ball taken, and really well taken. Running with the flight of the ball and spin to win for the Scorchers.
Yeah, Sam Whiteman there just running back at backward point. Doesn't have the gloves on tonight, but a safe pair of hands there. Ross just loses his shape, comes off it, and slices at the backward point. The Thunder now, they're stalling. 5 for 105 as Ross departs for 6.
Review back making his way to the crease for your Sydney Thunder, number 95, Daniel Singh.
So the big hitting Daniel Sams comes out. 22 not out off 13. 30 off 25. 25 off 20.